waiting inside of my doctor's appointment, or of my doctor's building, because they won't let us in the waiting room. So it's a million degrees out, and there's a bunch of people clustered outside the door because there's only supposed to be 3 people in there at once. I feel like a huntress right now. Whoa.
Don't even ask how I did it.
I'm a huntress, bringing home the bounty. It's toilet paper, y'all. You're allowed to get 4 rolls of it per person at Dollar Tree. I manifested it. I knew. I walked in and I'm like, they're gonna just be opening a box. And that's exactly what happened. So, I don't know why I'm whispering. I'm so excited. I've pretty much lost my voice. So, yeah. This day rocks. This is the look of an empath who's been at the grocery store for way too long. Way too long. So many people. So many masks. So many cross-contaminations. But we found toilet paper. That's a victory. I'm completely emotionally and energetically tapped out. This is what happens to me when I go out and there's people. And we had to do it for a long time in several stores, and I had to get gas. And I had a psychiatrist appointment. That was horrible because my psychiatrist is horrible. I'll insert a little clip of that because they wouldn't allow people in the waiting room. We had to stand outside in the sun waiting just to be let into the waiting room, and then they put us in a little separate room right next to his office, and he did telemed on a computer that was so high up that it was only picking up like this much of me on the camera. And he did not give a shit because he just doesn't. And he just asked me how things are, and I went, okay, in the deadest voice. And he's like, oh, no mania, no mood swings, no anxiety. And I'm like, no, all of that. It's all still the same. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he has an accent. That's why I'm remembering it in an accent. I shouldn't be doing that. Cultural appropriation, I apologize. But he basically just mumbles at me and doesn't care. And he's just like, okay, well, go up to the front and pick up your prescriptions, and I'll see you in 2 months. I won't be here by then. I'm leaving. I'm going to get back to California. Yeah.
You go out and tell the girl to pick up your prescription. I'll see back in 2 months.
In how long?
Okay?
How long?
2 months.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thanks. Hey there. I just got back from the grocery store and I'm having an allergy attack because I'm allergic to grocery shopping for sure. So I was thinking today the subject empaths and energy leakage. Because I am guilty of this. As much as I coach and preach about protecting yourself and not leaking energy when you're out and about, if you're an empath and you tend to absorb everything from everyone around you, I tend to forget to ground myself, and I go off to the grocery store or whatever. In fact, today it was a whole string of trips, which really stresses me out or wears me out. I had to go to my psychiatrist appointment because I have bipolar disorder and I am medicated for that, which means I have to see this guy once a month. I'm having kind of an asthma attack right now too, so good times. Anyway, I will restart this in a moment. Yeah, but I don't think it'll hold my phone. Anyway, I'm back. And I'm wearing antlers. And there's a reason. Well, there's two reasons. One reason was because I was digging through my drawers of art supplies. Sorry about that. Something on the phone. This is all so bad. It just shouldn't even be posted. But it's, Anyway, so I was looking for a hook. I bought these hooks that can hold like heavy weights, and I have this deer head. It's awesome. It's not real. It's covered with like quilted material, and it has antlers, and I've wrapped the antlers with lights, and it's really cool. And we named her Tiffany, and she's usually up there. So I can't find the hooks. That's what I'm looking for. But what I did find when I was digging through all my stuff is these polymer clay antlers that I made. I don't even know why. I have other hair horns that I make and wear. Maybe I'll wear those next post, just for the hell of it. Pun intended, because they're kind of devilish. These were just so silly. I made them and I was like, oh my god, that's just ridiculous. So because Tiffany is not up there with her antlers, I'm just like repping for her. When I'll get her up there, I'm moving soon, but it's okay, because we can just hang her up and take her down. So I was going on and on about, or maybe not even on and on, about being an empath and being out and about with people around you in stressful situations, and how that can really exhaust you. And I'm really exhausted right now. And things that I do, usually if I'm in the right state of mind before I go out, I make sure to ground myself. I literally will sit and imagine like a cord like extending down from like my tailbone all the way to the middle of the earth, and just like let all the stressful thoughts and things, kind of drain down the cord, and then let myself absorb energy. I sound like such a hippie right now. But absorb energy from the earth, and it's just kind of a strengthening, anchoring sort of thing, so that when you leave, your energy is kind of intact and you're ready to go out and face the world and try not to absorb it all. But instead, we took a million trips. I think I was talking about them, and then Lauren came in here and started talking, so I stopped. But it was psychiatrist, which was a joke, and then gas station, which can sometimes be stressful, but was pretty good today, and the gas was really cheap, so that was awesome. And then Dollar Tree, where we triumphantly found toilet paper. They were just unboxing it, and it was like little packs of 4, and you were allowed to buy 4 of those, so each of us bought 4. Do the math. There's some toilet paper in our house right now, and we are happy because we had just run out. We were starting to resort to like cutting up tissues and stuff like that. So that happened, and that was actually kind of a little manifestation, because I literally was like, before we left, I just got it in my head that like we're going out to get toilet paper, not I'm hoping to find toilet paper, we're going out to get it. And I kind of knew it was going to be at Dollar Tree, and I had a feeling it was going to be like someone just opening a box of it. So it all played out well. And then we went to the grocery store, which is the grocery store. It's just, the grocery store sucks. So, and we had lots to do, and we kept going back and forth because we didn't organize our trip very well. So it was like this aisle, then this aisle, then this aisle, back and forth across the store, and I was just over it. And things that I do when I get home. Today was not a good example of what I do when I get home, because I basically just collapsed on the bed for a while and laid there and texted and just tried to chill. And I'm having an allergy attack that's really hurting my face. Yeah. Lauren's over there doing something to her nails. I don't know. But she's not going to talk or participate or anything. I'm not here. She's not really here. That was a lie. I'm sorry. Lauren is not here. I'm alone right now. Yeah. So generally when I get home, these days, of course, I like wash my hands and all that stuff, because we've been out, touching the coronary or corona. I don't know. The lady at the Dollar Tree was like talking about the coronavirus or something like that. And I was like too polite to correct her. I was just like, yeah, that. So yeah, it was the coronavirus. Yeah. So anyway, I washed the coronavirus germs off my hands. But what I usually will do is some type of smudging, either burning sage and letting the smoke kind of get all around me, or using a smudge spray, which lately we've been using thieves oil. A few drops of thieves oil in water in a spray bottle, and using that as sort of a, because it's got antiviral properties, and then it also has like energetic properties. I can't talk, this is terrible, getting more stuffy by the second. So I'll spray myself with that. I do that routinely throughout the day because we keep it on the counter in the bathroom. So usually if I'm in there, I give myself like a little, spray it up in the air and just walk through it kind of deal. Yeah, so doing things like that when you get home is a good way to help dissipate and kind of discharge all of that energy that you've picked up. If you are unfortunately an empath, it's a blessing and a curse. And I'm sure I'll have more to say about it when I'm a little more coherent. So I will just stop this for now. Creams again. Somebody's dog is bothering them. They're not liking that dog. Oh my god, they're huge. The one that's always late. I love them so much. Me too. Okay, so it's later in the day. We're out on our sunset walk. See the sunset? Wait. It's not picking up on the camera, but it's really pretty. And we're kind of talking about, like, am I going to be able to leave when Lauren leaves? Because I am still trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. Afford to live in California again and make the move. But I trust that it's coming. And the cool thing is we keep finding turtle eggs everywhere we go. And we keep talking about, like nesting or re-nesting, or me transporting my nest back to where it belongs. So it's kind of cool. And keep getting little signs. And today I actually asked for signs. I did like a little manifestation exercise this morning. It was called the Angel To-Do List. This was suggested on Jeanette Ma's manifestation challenge that she's doing. She's doing a 14-day manifestation challenge. And I'm doing it, and yeah, so I did that this morning, where you literally write out a to-do list and you hand it over to whatever you consider your, like, heavenly helpers, your workforce on the other side, God, source, universe, angels, fairies, whatever it is that you is your go-to. Maybe you know someone on the other side. I kind of like to think that my uncle's like watching out for me now, since he's recently passed away. In fact, I asked him today, I'm like, Uncle Rich, help me find toilet paper when I went out. I jokingly said that when we got out of the car, and we found toilet paper as soon as we went into Dollar Tree. So thank you, Uncle Rich. Anyway, I also asked for clarity and signs, and I feel like these eggs are signs of, especially considering that they're hatched. It's like time to move on. They're not really hatched because I think birds are finding them and eating the poor baby turtles, but we're gonna go with the story that they're hatched, and that it's a sign that it's time for me to move on. Right?
Regular trajectory. Morgan Stanley. Super soft. Something else. These are my favorites.
Practice and noodle.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine too.